Ta-da!
Are we
We're
live?
live. Yes. Yes, we
Heck
are.
yeah.
And we have
Hello,
audio.
everyone.
Huzzah.
Welcome to the Itty Bitty Kitty Committee. I actually said that right. Episode 4. You know what? Could everyone just go around, for anyone new here, say your name and pronouns and your favorite flavor of potato chip? I'll go first. My name is Comp. It's short for comprehensible. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I am a sucker for salt and vinegar potato chips. They're so good. If you give them to me, I will love you forever. Rowan is a heretic.
I'm not a heretic. You get all of them. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any that I get, they're yours. Just more for you,
all
right?
I have to do to get your undying love and affection is just get you some fucking salt and vinegar chips. Oh, okay. That's easy. I'm Ace, they, them, fairs. I play Harry Mycena, and my favorite chip flavor is barbecue, I guess. Don't make faces at my chip choices. Excuse me.
Fair enough.
Barbecue
choice, I
isn't bad.
suppose.
I've had worse.
Barbecue is the worst, y'all.
Oof.
It used to be sour cream and onion, but I can't have sour cream.
Fair enough.
I am Claudia, she, her pronouns. I will be playing Jane Doe. My favorite chip flavor, well, I was gonna say salt and vinegar, but just to switch it up, my second favorite is probably Chesapeake Old Bay flavored chips.
What
Unique.
flavor is that?
It.
How
Have
do
you
you
ever?
describe Old Bay?
Yeah, Old Bay is what is the seasoning they put on crabs. And
Okay, I know what that is.
yeah, so it's just potato chips, pretty much covered in that seasoning.
If you're from Baltimore,
Okay.
then you know the score. Everything tastes better with a little Old Bay. Okay.
Is that real?
It's by Brian David Gilbert.
You know their jingle.
Oh,
I'm impressed.
That scans. That scans.
Okay, well, I guess
PG
that
is
makes
a
me.
party.
I'm last in the group today. I'm Rowan of Rowan Reports. Check out my stream and my YouTube channel. That was my shameless plug. Ha! She, her pronouns. I play Helen, and my favorite flavor of chips really depends on the chip. But I do like the sour cream and onion. I don't care if I'm lactose intolerant, I'm still going to eat them. The others are cheddar and sour cream, so doubling down on the dairy on those. Thankfully, I don't think it's actually real dairy. It's mostly fake, I'm assuming. So there you go.
It contains enough milk to fuck with me.
I'm sorry. I truly am.
Okay, my entire gastrointestinal tract is a problem.
It be
Why do you
like
think
that
I live
sometimes.
vicariously through Harry's ridiculous food combinations? It's because I can't eat anything mildly interesting. Except for spices. I can eat spices.
Spices slap, though.
Spices are the spice of life, baby.
Curry
Turmeric.
powder in ramen. Okay,
Okay,
enough
we
of
need
this.
to.
We should
Yeah,
get started.
we're gonna go on a.
Ramen
Thank you
either.
for flying tangential air. We now return you to your regularly scheduled conversation.
Okay. We zoom back in to New York City, baby. City that never sleeps. Helen, what do you think the best time of day to go to the library is?
I like to go like around 2 in the afternoon. Reason being, you get away from the lunch rush, but you still don't have to deal with the kids who are getting off of school because they don't get out of school until like 3:30. So it's really empty about 2 in the afternoon. So you can have all of the books to yourself.
Nice.
It's
So we
emptier
see.
after midnight.
My library is not open that late, so
Oh no, see, that's the thing, is when nobody's there, that's when you can just break in and go to the library and not have to deal with any people, not even librarians.
We do not condone IRL larceny, y'all.
Only
Y'all
role
might
playing
not.
it.
except if it's from billionaires, then it's fine. But anyways.
Oh yeah, no, but that's yeah.
Eat the
But
rich.
so we eat the rich.
I wasn't gonna steal the library. No, I was just gonna go to the library, sit in the
How would
in
you
the
check
vibe,
books out?
in the ambiance. No, you don't check books out. You just sit there all night reading books. And then you leave them there. And then maybe if you want to bring one home with you, then you come back during the day.
Okay, so we see Helen in an empty library. It is maybe 2:15 p.m. It's nice and quiet. Helen, what sort of book are you looking for?
Well, I'm probably looking for some kind of self-development book, um, some personal development type thing. Not necessarily like The Secret, but somewhere in the vicinity, like the one I'm currently reading right now, or this other one that I'm also reading right now. I have a lot of books.
So yeah, we see Helen browsing through the self-development section. I think this is like a very large, nice library. Well stocked, well kept. The librarians are just kick ass in general. But
They are
um,
true warriors and magicians.
do you think Jane or Harry would have came along?
I would have invited them to come to the library. Like, if you're gonna go, you might as well go as a group. But I don't know if they would say yes or not.
Harry doesn't go to public places during the day as much as they can help not doing that.
Got it. So what's Harry doing right now?
Harry is probably hanging out either in their apartment taking care of some of the mythical creatures that they grab off the side of the road when they're strays and look like they're in trouble,
I, c-
nursing them back to health.
I can imagine
Or
Harry like trying to give a bath to a very rowdy Pegasi that was rooting through the garbage last week.
I did not hear any of that.
Shit.
Oh no.
Sorry. I can imagine Harry trying to give a bath to a very smelly, rowdy Pegasi that was in their garbage last week.
Okay, yeah, I guess. I still didn't hear it, but that's fine.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Good enough. Can the
Discord is
rest of you
being
hear
a
me?
friend.
Yeah. Can you hear the rest of us, Ace?
Yeah, it was just comp for when they were trying to say that thing, so I think it was just redacted, and
Oh.
I'm just gonna have to accept that.
Yeah, you were doing some crazy stuff. Com said that you were actually like turned into King Kong. You were climbing a skyscraper.
I can
No.
read lips enough to know that that's not what they were saying, what he was saying, but
That's impressive.
reading lips, it's like subtitles when there's no words. Uh,
Monkey.
I'm not the
Jane.
best at
Oh,
it.
Jane, would you have come along to the library?
Yes, Jane is reading the manga section. She's like, "Ooh, they got the new volume."
Hell
So,
yeah. Is Jane more of a shonen manga person or what is it called? Shoujo? The
I
romance one?
mean, what does these what do these pictures look like? Definitely more shoujo.
Definitely more shoujo.
Oh,
Yeah,
later.
so we see Jane reading the shoujo section. And oh no, her bad boy lover just challenged the jock of the school. How will he survive?
Oh my gosh. She's gripped. She's in the book. She's obviously rooting for the underdog. She doesn't care about the jock.
I think Harry asked Helen to bring them a cookbook, but they weren't very specific about what kind of cookbook. So Helen's gonna have a party, trying to figure out exactly what kind of cookbook to bring back. But say la vie.
I wonder what kind of cookbook did you pick out, Helen?
The Anarchist Cookbook.
You're
Oh,
muted.
you're
still.
muted.
The Anarchist's Cookbook. And the
what?
D&D cookbook, the one that separates the recipes by race, like human cuisine, orc cuisine, elf cuisine, that one.
Perfect. So Helen, is there a song that reminds you of Dave?
Yeah.
What is it?
Every ex has their song. It's going to be something probably by Rage Against the Machine. The one, I can't remember the title of it, but the one about all the bullets and everything. Yeah, probably that one.
So yeah, you hear that coming from the printer room. And one of the printers in there, you hear printing and it is beeping frantically.
That makes me very uncomfortable.
Is this like no uncomfortable or character uncomfortable?
In character, my character, Helen, is very uncomfortable. Rowan's going, but
Okay.
Helen's going,
Just checking in. Good to know.
Nope. Helen's going to go find Claudia, grab Claudia, and drag
Jane.
her with her into the printer computer room
Jane.
without saying anything. Why? Jane, sorry. Going to grab Jane and drag her without saying anything into this room where if we get too close to anything, it'll explode.
Whoop.
Because reasons.
I get it. Pooped away.
How do you feel about Helen just randomly dragging you, Jane?
I feel like this can't have been the first time. Jane's prepared.
Accurate.
You're just used to being manhandled by Helen, of course.
Okay, what about Helen's character tells you that wouldn't be what she'd do?
Or wooden or wood?
No, she would totally drag everybody around all the time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's entirely who she is.
So you find yourself in the printing room. You see one of the printers is again beeping frantically, and it's printing something, and you see a sheet slide out and onto the ground. Do you want to read it?
I'm going to kick it with my foot a little bit first, like with my toe, doing the whole. And if the paper doesn't explode, then I'm going to pick it up and read it. While clutching Jane in a very nervous way.
It just says, "Hi, Helen. Check the news."
I think it's for you, Helen.
I'm certain it's for me. Oh, son of a biscuit. Oh, all right. Do you know if there's any, Jane, do you know if there's any TVs in the library or any place where we can go to watch the news? Like maybe bars have TVs in them or something? I don't know. I don't watch TV very.
Yeah, I think the kids corner has a TV. Like,
Okay.
you know those Rolly TVs?
Oh yeah, I love those
They
roller
still have the
TVs.
VHS player in them.
Nice antiques.
Yeah,
All right.
nowadays. Oh, well, super antique, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go see if we can get the news on the TV. Can we turn on a TV safely with like the remote if we're far enough away?
No, you're gonna have to find someone
What
to
if
do it for you.
can I poke it with a pencil? Would that negate the
That's
electric
pushing it,
shock?
but for the sake of progression, I will say yes.
All right, because at some point we're gonna have to figure out how to turn a TV on.
Yeah, I thought we were here at nighttime because we broke in.
It's
Oh, well, if we were here at the nighttime because we broke in, Harry would totally be there too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess it's daytime, but
Yeah.
um,
so you go to the kitty corner. There's like maybe a mom there with a toddler, and she gives you both a strange look. But you turn on the news. I don't think y'all are the type of people to be stopped by a little bit of overzealous parenting. Um, and let's see, what's you come to the news channel, and of course there's the very well dressed dude in front of the picture of the globe, or I don't know. Um, and he's like, breaking news, flash drive full of bound witches has been stolen um, from the order. There's a great big reward for anyone with information relating to this. And then you see text pop up like subtitles on the bottom of it. Um, and the text says, "You seem like you'd be interested in this. Come to," and then it gives a set of coordinates.
Okay.
I think this is once again directed towards you.
I'm going to take that piece of paper that has, hey, Helen, watch these. I'm going to write down the coordinates. I'm going to say to Jane, I think we need to leave.
Okie dokie.
Do you need to check out a book?
Um, I, I'll do it. I'll come back. This seems urgent.
Okay. All right. And as we walk out of the building, I'm going to very dramatically open the doors and scream into the ether, fuck you, Dave. At the top of my lungs. Fuck you, Dave!
I feel like this is a good point for you to tell us a little bit about Dave. What's he like? What's his deal with the computers? Tell us a little more about him.
Well, Dave is my ex, and he's a hacker. He and I could obviously not have a long-term relationship, being that he's into computers and they explode when I'm nearby. So when my powers came around, I broke it off, and he's a little angry still. It's only been like 3 years, and he's still a little, not a little, he's still angry. I think I don't know if he's like actually like angry at me, or if now it's just fun to poke the badger with a spoon kind of thing. He knows he can get a rise out of me, and so when he's bored, he gets a rise out of me.
Nice. So yeah, Dave is a bit of an asshole, as we have established.
Yeah.
What's your plan of attack from here?
I'm going to find some form of weapon before I go to the described coordinates. Is it like street
Okay.
intersection like 5th and Main, or is it like latitude and longitude stuff where I would need a GPS of some sort?
Out of pure GM interest, maybe you want to grab Harry first.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab a weapon and Harry, and then we're going to go to this place.
Harry is a weapon, no Joe.
No
Harry,
joke.
this is correct. We're probably our most combat optimized character. Congratulations.
Yeah.
This is true.
And then instantly was like, oh no, maybe this isn't great for my mental health the way I'm doing this. And set aside doing a long project about it. But hey, I can do that combat shit. I just might get yelled at by Redacted.
Because it's not good for
Maybe.
your mental health.
Yeah, you're looking for a weapon, Helen. What sort of weapon are you looking for?
Something with reach? Like, let's see, what do I have around me? I don't have any good How do I not have any weapons within hands reach of my desk? That's weird. So
I have a sword.
probably like a sword in a sheath that she can hide in her pants leg, like the shorter katanas. What do you call them? Wakasashis. The not incredibly long ones where she'd have to walk with one leg straight, but like no longer than hip to knee length, kind of thing.
Like machete length.
Yeah, but in a case so she doesn't cut herself because safety first.
Where does one acquire a katana like this?
Oh, you know, whenever you get the katanas, you get the set, right? They go in the little wand case thing, and you get the long one, and then the middle sized one, and the short one sits on top.
So she already has this katana?
Oh yeah, you can get them at any like. I've seen them for sale in my favorite Chinese restaurant, so certainly you should be able to get one without too much difficulty.
Nice. Let's do an acquire asset roll. You're gonna get it either way, but we're just seeing how good of a katana. You know, is it one of those shitty ones that break as soon as you hit it, or is it like actually a pretty good katana? So you're gonna roll at Coven tier, which is 0, so no dice.
So no dice.
So that's basically roll 2, take the lower.
Oh, okay. I was like, so I'm supposed to roll, but I'm supposed to roll nothing. Fascinating.
You just shake your hand, and then right?
The only dice I have on me are my babies,
Mini.
my minis,
Mini.
because my other nice big
More
ones
minis.
got left at my friend's house. So I got. I hope I roll better on the next one. A 3 and a 5, so 3.
Okay. So for the duration of this score, you have tier -1 katana, which basically means it's garbage. It's
a showpiece.
maybe
It's
it's
like
a
one of those
showpiece.
toy ones. Like it's not sharp.
It'll probably look intimidating to the untrained eye, but when you try to cut something harder than butter, it's going to be a little hard to do that.
It might actually be a letter opener. We're not certain.
Don't worry, Helen. I have an axe, so if it comes down to it, bonk 'em.
Yeah.
All right.
And Harry's got fists and some freshly baked cookies.
Jane, that axe is like an actual thing on your sheet, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little about it? What's it look like?
I actually have this written down, so
Wow. Impressive.
never mind. I lied. I don't have it written down on my grimoire sheet. I have it written down somewhere. Anyways, it's like a camping axe, so it's like multi-use. Like it can like you can use it as a shovel, or you could like it has like you can open cans with it. Like it has a bunch of like little attachments on it. It's probably like I would say maybe like 13 inches long or so. Um, but mostly like n- yeah, it folds, but not to get to like a bigger axe, just like it folds its attachments like a Swiss Army knife. So like the
Nice. It's a
full
very
length is
practical
like 13
axe.
inches. Yeah.
Does it have a name?
Jane's
Is Jane one?
axe that she uses to
Okay.
break into things.
Respectable.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you two go and you get Harry, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
What do you tell Harry about this?
My instinct is to do no time to talk. We must flee. But probably that's not gonna fly.
Would it
So
fly with Harry?
with Harry it might.
Harry's like, just give me 1 second. And they grab all of the cookies off the cookie sheet and just like start shoving them in their pockets. Along with like a radish and like an apple and like 3 carrots for some reason. And then they're like, okay, I'm ready. Where are we going?
Incredible.
You have to have road snacks. I mean, you can't go anywhere without road snacks, right? That's not
Well,
safe.
yeah,
Duh.
obviously.
All right.
What else
My
are you
road
supposed to
snack
bribe
is
people with?
famously a radish.
Just reach into the glove compartment, pull out a radish.
It's good stuff.
I gotta do that sometime. Oh my gosh, that's on my
The
bucket
ultimate
list
power
now.
move. You put it in your glove box.
I would
pull
be
it out when you
intimidated.
get pulled over and just. What is this, officer?
Are you sure I was speeding? Crunch.
My front headlights out, you say? Okay, I'll get that fixed.
That's a mood.
One day. Okay.
Oh my.
To answer your earlier question about coordinates, yes, they are. It's not like street names. It's like the number coordinates, which is inconvenient as fuck. And Dave probably chose it just for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Typical.
Well, like,
Dave.
we can't really interact with GPSs, can we?
Well.
Yeah, but isn't Helen like some type of nerd that's smart with
Yeah.
things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that would
that
know
doesn't mean
that.
that she can just
Like-
read the energies in the air and see where the
Why not?
geographical
She's a
coordinates
witch.
are.
If I need to, I can pull out a sextant and calculate it using the sun. But really, do we want to go that far? I don't have a sextant. I'll invent one using a yo-yo and some string.
Do you want to do that? I think that's rad as fuck if you want
That
to.
is
I mean, I
pretty
don't know
dang
how else to
rad.
do it. So yes, I'm going to calculate out what the latitude and longitude is by using the sun. Or at least won't be able to get the side to side, but I'll at least be able to get the up and down accurate.
Nice. What's a role do you think that is?
Ooh. Well, am I building one out of like trash, or am I just using my math ability?
Good question.
Because to me, that seems kind of like a calculation math type thing. So I would
So
say
maybe
maybe
study?
that's my study, which is one less than my craft, but it feels more like it would be my head-based knowledge things, my study.
Got it. You could get help or push yourself or entertain a fey bargain.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I never told Dave that I was a witch. So he might be doing this like to even level up the screwing with me, but without realizing he's leveling up the screwing with me. Anyway, so
Drama.
trauma. Well, I can't tell anyone I am, right? Or else they'll turn me into the Red Watch when they get angry at me. So, yeah, I'm gonna roll the study. I'm gonna push myself. So that's willpower, correct?
I can help you.
2 willpower.
Two
Ooh.
will. All right, can you?
Actually, Harry's offering to help.
All right, Harry, how
I
would
can
you
help.
be able to help me with this?
I hold the yo-yo so that it makes it easier for you to calculate. Obviously.
Excellent, excellent. We need to know
Have
which
the
way
hands
is
free
plumb
for
down.
writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Excellent.
spend 1 willpower, Harry, and now you have 2 extra dice.
Nice. All right. So rolling the first one. Let's hope the next one's better. It wasn't. A 3 again.
Oh boy. Okay, I should probably stop locking progression behind arbitrary dice rolls, but we'll roll with it.
All right.
Okay, I think here's the consequence. Dave obviously has a master plan behind this, and the clock is ticking. So I'm gonna start a 6 clock, called Dave Does His Master Plan. And this was a pretty arbitrary roll. So I'm just gonna, time passes. It takes you a while to navigate. I'm just gonna advance it 1 tick.
Okay, that's fair enough to me.
How many ticks on this clock is there?
There's 1 tick, so there are 5 ticks remaining.
Okay, it's a 6 clock. Cool.
It's a 6 clock.
I missed that for some reason.
You're good.
Sorry.
It happens. So why does this take so long?
Well, when was the last time you tried to calculate latitude and longitude using random trash you found on the ground?
Touche.
So I'm thinking it's probably going to take a little bit for her to even remember how to do that, let alone then actually do it without using a calculator. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very impressive feat, but it just
She probably
takes a
has to like
while.
have to write it down on the back of that piece of paper that she kept, and she's like, "Oh, I got to do it again because I forgot to carry the one," or something like that.
So
God.
yeah, you do that. Maybe you have a map next to you, and eventually you're able to mark an X on an alleyway. And I think it is just off of, what do I name this? It's New York. It's all numbers. 21st Street. 21st and 42nd. I just made that up. Don't actually go there. Um, but yeah, it's
New
an
York
alley.
watcher,
Like,
you know what that means. Should definitely go there.
Oh yeah, it's an alley. At least it's not in the middle of the night.
Nobody's gonna shake you down.
Should go to a random alley in New York because that's a good
I
idea.
promise.
you won't find me standing there with a mace. No,
You
sorry.
won't find me there with a plate of cookies and asking for your name and pronouns.
And then yeah, and if you tell Ace, they're gonna steal your name and pronouns,
No,
obviously.
of course not. Why would I do that?
But yeah,
People
so it's
use
this alley
those.
off 21st and 42nd. It's a walk, but it's not too much of a walk.
All right.
Or actually, you have a car, right?
We do have a
Yes,
car,
we
yeah.
do have a car. We could drive there as if there's ever parking in New York City.
We can just park in the alley, right?
Yeah, there might be parking in the alley. We could be lucky.
I mean, worst comes
Okay.
to worst, we could take turns moving it and going in circles.
You think Harry can drive?
Uh, uh, well, I could do it then.
Can Helen drive?
Is that something you have to take ranks in? No.
No.
Then I think that she can totally drive.
Yeah, I
She
was
probably
assuming
learned
that
it.
Helen would probably be busy with whatever's happening.
Yeah.
So you all pile into your glorious car, which I don't think we've ever described on the show before. So tell me about it, please. It's incredible.
Oh god.
Yeah,
All right.
the disguise-a-mobile.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because we can just put whatever we want on the sides.
Yeah.
It's a box van.
It's just a fucking
It's a
white box
nondescript,
van
Yeah.
that we throw
dirty old
magnets on the
box
side
van.
of.
The last time, your dirty old white box fan, I recall it having a Ghastbusters sticker on it.
Mhm.
Is that still true?
Yeah, that's the default, I think,
That
that we
is the
keep on.
default, yeah.
Yeah, it's the you know those car magnets that you can get that instead of stickers, it's one of those magnet ones. So if we need to, we can switch it out with something else. We've got like 4 or 5 different magnets in a folder in the car, in the van. So like if we need to switch it from this to like Bug Be Gone or something like that, then we can do that real quick.
Yeah, and
Nice.
there's plumbing one too. It's
Because the plumbing card definitely isn't an overused cliche and not suspicious.
Not suspicious at all.
Not
it's not
suspicious.
suspicious at all. Hey, people be needing plumbers, and also Harry is actually a licensed plumber in the state of New York.
Nice. Good job,
Just in the
Harry.
Harry lore, damn.
So Harry also does just drive the truck around with the plumbing decals on the side of it and actually do plumbing jobs.
That's
So-
Harry's day job.
Yeah, as long as nobody looks at them too closely, it works out.
That's how Harry makes rent. Good to know.
Yeah, and pet food.
And pet
So
food.
much pet food.
So much.
A lot of pet food. Holy shit.
God, so much pet food.
Okay. So you all pile in the Ghastbusters van. Is there any particular decal today, or is it just standard?
I would think it was just standard because we weren't planning on doing anything particular. We're just hopping in and running.
So yeah, you all pile in the Ghastbusters van. Um, each of you tell me one personal touch you put on the interior of this van.
I got one because I put it in my own truck. There's that thing is RGB the fucked out. It's got light LED lights everywhere.
Incredible.
You don't necessarily have to have them all on at all times. Like if you're trying to be incognito, you can turn the lights off, but when you're not, yeah.
It's Party City.
It's a
Yeah,
party
it
city.
has a toggle so you can like choose the color or turn it off or whatever,
Oh,
or do
nice.
the
Hell yeah.
brightness.
Sweet. Okay. Harry, what'd you put in the van?
Non-perishable snacks.
There's like a little box of them in the back.
And then that translates to just a box of radishes.
What? Everything is radishes.
Radishes are
goddammit.
technically perishable, so.
Yeah, radishes are perishable.
What about you, Helen?
I think, like, I have on the back of my car, one of those stickers that, you put it on your car and the company pays you to have the sticker on your car. And it's like they pay you $1 a month, but it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s face, and it says discrimination next to it, and then there's a big red line through the discrima, so it's no discrima in the nation with Martin Luther King Jr.'s face on it. And it's one of those like truth or courage or, all those billboards you see.
Nice. And you get $1 a month that you can't access because all currency is digital.
Yep. Oh, I send it to my aunt because she's the one who pays for my
Oh,
rent.
that makes sense. Okay. So you all pile in, you go through New York, and it takes a long ass time because traffic. It's sort of anticlimactic, honestly. Um,
Might have
but
been faster
eventually,
walking, but
you're riding in style. You got the snacks, you got the lights. Um,
Harry's just chewing on a
eventually,
radish.
eventually, you pull up to this alleyway, and yes, there is parking because I'm not interested in dealing with that, honestly. Finding parking IRL is hard enough as is. I don't want to deal with it in game.
That's extremely fair.
we're
Yeah, you
witches,
find
right? We
yourself.
can manifest a parking spot.
And you find yourself on the street, and you're looking down this alley. It's very shadowy and foreboding, and you can't really see far in.
All right.
Can I check for underworld resonance?
You sort of close your mind and sort of listen to the underworld, and you can feel a very strong piece of it, just a single piece of very strong underworld resonance in that alley. Small, but present.
Harry will go in.
Okay.
But
I
like
will
tell the others to like wait behind for
I-
a minute.
I'm not going to have you go in by yourself.
But you're squishier.
All right, I'm going to guard the entrance to the alley, not with my sword like actually out. It's still in its sheath, but like I'm there going, I'm guarding, but trying to be nonchalant about it and failing miserably.
Jane, are you gonna go in or stay out?
Well, since Harry asked to stay out, Jane will have her axe out. She's ready as well.
So I think this is another instance of Harry being self-sacrificial. So I'm thinking I'm gonna tick that clock another one up.
Isn't that only if Redacted hears about this?
It's sort of a special clock. It ticks up every time you're self-sacrificial. Redacted doesn't
I
have to
thought it
hear
was
about
just.
it.
I thought it was just when Redacted hears about it.
No, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you think that's fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm just
All right
being
then.
a problem.
I mean, there's other, you could think about ways to show Redacted that, But anyways, you walk into this alley, where Jane and Helen, you watch outside for any possible threats.
Mhm.
And
I'll
it
watch
is
outside
dark.
if Jane watches inside.
What was that?
I'll keep my eyes outside the alley if Jane watches inside. I'm assuming that Jane's got better night vision than me.
And this alley is dark. The buildings stretch far above, and sort of spidery fire escapes sort of line the walls. Um, and as you watch go further in, you see these points of sort of red light on the walls of the alley. But as you sort of squint and look closer, you realize each point of red light is a security camera, and there are just thousands of different types of cameras just lining these walls, sort of all peering down with their impartial gaze at you. Um, you reach the end of the alleyway.
Okay.
Sorry, would you like to interject something?
I feel like if I saw that it was a bunch of security cameras, I wouldn't walk into where it was.
Got it. So you go to the edge and you see the security cameras and you pause. And you're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
What's your course of action from there?
Can we hex them?
Yeah, I think that's when I would go back and I'd be like, "Hey, Helen, there's a bunch of security cameras here. Is there anything you can do about that?"
Well, are there any, like,
You're muted. Okay.
oh, I am?
No,
No,
not anymore. Not anymore. You
Oh.
were a second ago.
Okay, sorry about that. Um, I, last time we tried to hex security cameras, we used our, little flying friends, and it didn't go well, if I remember correctly.
well, it didn't. They never made it to the cameras.
They got easily
Was the
distracted
problem?
because easily
Yeah.
distracted friends are easily distracted. You want to give it a try again?
Yeah, I guess. What was the other option? Just walking in
Well,
front of them?
there's a lot of them.
There's a
Oh,
lot of them.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of security cameras. It's not just one.
we got our disguise kits. We could all dress up like Urkel.
We do have our disguise kits. Let's disguise up real quick before we walk down this.
Harry puts on their fucking plumbing outfit.
Oh, we could all be plumbers. That's cute.
Yes, perfect. We will disguise ourselves as
A
plumbers.
group of plumbers walks into an alley. For
Hey,
what?
we don't know where the leak is.
Okay, I give my
That
biggest,
is-
most bushiest mustache. It covers this much.
Oh my god, incredible.
That's incredible. So you have a fine disguise kit. So I'm either considering having the rank of the disguise kit be your Coven's tier +1, so that'd be tier 1 disguises, or letting you guys roll for it. So you could possibly get the same, you could possibly get worse, you could possibly get better. But it would be a risk. Which do you guys want to go with?
I think we
What would
think
that be
it's
from?
funnier if we roll for it.
It can
The
be
people who
funnier.
do bad.
It is funnier.
Okay. So your base is tier 1. Who is the primary applicant of the disguises or the primary mastermind? Or is this a group role?
If it's with craft, then it's my job.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
All right. Ooh, gotta roll better than that. Come on. Seriously? A 4.
Okay, damn. The
2
dice are
dice.
just not
Yeah.
3 dice. So that's still gonna be tier 1 disguises. The same. Works out. So they're not like incredible, but you know, you're not gonna think, oh, that's Helen from down the block.
Yeah.
You know?
It's Helen's uncle in his glasses and bushy mustache.
Yeah.
Because
Like
all of our
actual law-
disguises
I mean-
always include mustaches.
If actual law enforcement gets their hands on the tape, it might get a little sticky, but we'll see. So do you all 3 advance into the alleyway?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
that.
Or no, maybe. What were you gonna say, Ace?
I don't like this.
Oh yeah, no, this is obviously
You
a trap,
shouldn't.
right? Like he couldn't put more like it's a trap if he had like an Akbar picture like tapped to the wall or something. I mean, it's just obvious.
Is is there something maybe? Is this like a? We're in an alley, right? So could we? I guess maybe we could try climbing. Maybe like the fire escapes. That's an
Good
option. Maybe.
idea.
Hmm. Can we go
Yeah.
through the building and like go across the fire escape then? We can get into the building with our handy dandy disguises.
Yeah, can I protect the other two while that happens?
Yeah, so if there's any threat, we're assuming you're taking the consequences?
Yeah.
Cool. So are you 2 going to try to get into one of the buildings or approach it head on?
I'm at an approach it head on kind of mindset at this point. So if we want to not do it that way, someone's gonna probably need to stop me.
I'm like I was just giving another suggestion, but I'm all right with deferring. Just what like as far as Jane's concerned, she's confident nobody can see past her mustache that she has on.
You can't see half of her face.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful mustache. It's big, it's bushy,
yeah.
voluminous.
She was going full Mario.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a me, Jane Doe.
Exactly.
It's
It rhymes.
Jaina though.
So if Helen is just walking, Jane's like, okay, let's go. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know who the fuck Dave is, but I'm ready.
So we see you 3 walk into the alleyway, and we see like Harry glancing around like on guard, as we advance, and you come to the end of the alleyway as all these cameras peer down at you. Um, and there is a single quadruped drone there, and it has a little package attached to it. And Harry, this is where the underworld resonance is coming from. And I think it has a little bell on it, because that's cheeky. Why not? And you guys take a look at the drone for like a few seconds, and then it sort of activates and shoots off into the air.
Oh,
I scream into the ether, Dave, you're a dick.
is there anything I can do to stop that from happening?
Interesting. What do you want to do to stop that from happening?
Can I send my familiar to knock it down?
That's a good idea. What sort of role do you think it would be?
Spring?
Yeah, I could see that. Your familiar springs into action.
Yeah.
So I
Cool.
think this is going to be risky.
Yep.
And I'm going to say you do have a flying, and you're familiar. Okay, you do have a chimeric familiar. That's good. Yeah, risky standard. With standard
Okay.
being the drone is knocked down.
Okay, cool. That's one die. Does anybody want to help or?
I'm not sure how I can help except, rah, 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 sis boom bah.
Jane, you have a flying familiar, right?
Yeah, Sweet Pea is not known for being the most sturdy, but
Also, one of your abilities is to shapeshift your familiar.
oh, yeah. Yeah, change the shape of your familiar into any animal. That's just a freebie too. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Harry is sending Dreg, is
Yep.
it? Sending Dreg to swat it down. So I guess to assist you, I can turn Sweet Pea into something that's fly that's more sturdier than a hummingbird.
A pigeon?
Isn't pretty much anything
You can't
more
kill
sturdy than
pigeons,
hummingbird.
no matter how hard you
Uh,
try.
okay. Jane's gonna turn Sweet Pea into a New York pigeon,
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
the
yeah.
most aggressive bird in the world.
No, that's geese, but second most aggressive.
Oh my god, a
Canadian
fucking
Or actually,
Canadian
no, it's
goose.
third most aggressive. Seagulls.
Mm,
God.
I don't know,
Okay,
Canadian
actually, she
geese.
changes it into Coney Island seagull.
Oh, there you go.
Horrifying.
Horrifying.
So
Um,
you'll spend 1 willpower, right? And then I'll get a second die.
yes.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Coolio. Six and a 3.
Hey,
But
nice.
6 is the one that matters.
And you see
Fuck you,
Dreg
Dave.
and Sweet Pea shoot after the thing. And I imagine Dreg is like rakes the propellers with their claws. And Sweet Pea like just grabs it with the beak. And between the two of them, it manages to drag it like flapping and sputtering back down to earth.
Does touching magical creatures, especially one that was recently transformed size-wise due to its magic, would that short out the drone?
I think they are familiars, so yes, I think that's part of it. Like the drone sort of sparks a little and shudders before shutting off as it falls to the ground.
Okay.
Cool. So Harry
there's
will
the
walk
drone.
up and inspect their catch.
Yeah, so you take a look. Attached to this drone is a letter, and also a little chicken bone, which I think was the piece of underworld resonance.
Why a chicken bone?
Like
A
a
chicken
eaten
bone?
chicken bone,
Okay.
or
So
Like some KFC?
I have a question.
Yes.
So one of my grimoire abilities is speak to the dead, where you touch a corpse to gather information from it. Would this count?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool as hell.
Fuck you, Dave. And there's not do I have to roll for that? I don't think so, right?
Does it say you have? Does it say
No.
focus, concentrate, or some sort of
It says
ability?
concentrate. I don't know what that
Okay, so
means.
basically, concentrate means if you're in battle or in some sort of risky situation, you do have to roll. But if you're not, like right now, you don't.
Coolio.
So yeah, you touched a chicken bone, and what does this look like?
So Harry kind of actually Dreg is the one that picks up the chicken bone, and Harry kind of weaves in the air around it, using their like mycelium in the underground resonance thing. So they kind of like are weaving a web around this chicken bone to like gain as much information from it as they can. So yeah, and then Dreg's just like holding it in place.
So are you resurrecting a mycelium version of like the memory of the chicken, or are you like probing into the memory of the bone? Because either way would be extremely funny, but well, the chicken one would be very funny, but
Okay, the chicken one sounds a lot funnier, but also like I do kind of just want to know what's happened to this bone over the course of its life and then death. And then maybe if it got eaten by a particular someone, if we could get information off of that.
yeah. So you sort of peer into the life of this chicken. It did not have a very happy life. It was very overcrowded and hot, and then it was hung up on some sort of hook, and then it died very unhappily. And then you can see the meat being shipped off and frozen and unfrozen and frozen again and thrown in a thing of batter and served in a big old bucket. Um,
Um,
Comp?
yeah,
Yeah,
comp.
you frozen.
Did we lose them? Yeah,
Uh,
he's frozen.
ooh, comp.
Hello.
If you're speaking, we cannot hear
We
you,
cannot
and
hear you.
yeah, your video's
oh,
frozen.
Marco?
picks it
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
idea, which is full.
Oh.
Uh,
All right.
maybe. Oh, let's write a message in Discord, maybe.
Yeah.
I just did.
Okay.
Oh
thanks.
shit, frozen.
We heard, oh shit, I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my internet.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
he really got kicked out.
Oh
no.
no.
And because he
Oh
got kicked
no.
out, our overlay just did this fascinating thing.
Oh,
Woo!
oh
There we
joy.
I
go.
cut out.
Oh,
Sorry, my
oh
internet
wow, love
happened.
that. Oh
That
god.
was entertaining.
Oh boy.
Da-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Something sure
Woo!
did happen there. Ooh baby.
What was the last thing you heard from me?
Oh, it was so
The
long
chicken
ago.
died and got thrown in a bucket,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chicken
and it
was
was
thrown in a
sad.
bucket. That's the last thing we.
Chicken died and got thrown in a bucket and was eaten by some random dude and thrown in a trash can. And then some sort of like weird metal claw or something grabbed it and took it and tied it to a drone. Which isn't super helpful, but you do get a general idea of the location where it was tied and grabbed, which is like this sort of shady warehouse district. Like there used to be a bunch of factories, but then like after textiles weren't really produced there anymore, um, it sort of fell into disrepair.
Why is there a bone attached to this?
Was there a note or
I just
anything, or was it
Yeah.
just the bone?
Yeah,
Did
there
it
Oh,
look
was a
like it
note,
could accidentally
actually.
get thrown on there? Or was it like,
no, it was tied.
oh,
It
okay.
wasn't an accident.
Yeah, no.
Did,
It's just very weird.
yeah, Helen, did you
The
like have
vibes are off.
like a weird chicken thing with
Nope,
with
I was
Dave?
not aware of any kind of chicken fetish. And there's
Mm,
nothing like we didn't like have a special thing involving
yeah,
chickens at
like
all.
were you guys really into like pulling the wishbone or?
There's a note here.
We ate chicken. We ate a lot of
There's a
things though.
there's a note.
Let's
There
just go to
there
the
is a
note.
note.
Yeah.
And the note just says, "Meet me where we first met."
Oh Lord.
Oh, fuck you.
What if you didn't remember? That would
Fuck
be
you,
awkward.
Dave! Alright. Sacre bleu! So we've got to head to oh shoot. Which time would he consider it? Probably Central Park. There's a little like electronics store like across from Central Park. So that's probably where we need to go. Like the first
Cool.
time we met or the first time like we actually met? because yeah. But anyway, yeah, probably the little electronics store across from Central Park.
Nice. Okay. Do you go there?
Yes, and I'm going to take this chicken bone and I'm going to wrap it in the note and I'm going to put it in a baggie in the van and I'm going to like start doing an evidence thing of like, labeling the bags where we found them and when. I'm also taking the drone
Nice.
because,
Yeah, it's pretty busted to shit, but
you know,
could be helpful.
evidence. I'm also going to try very hard to like not touch it. I'm picking it up with my shirt, and putting it in the bag. I don't want to get my fingerprints on it in case we have to turn it over to the cops or something.
Nice. So you all pile back in the van. You start heading towards Central Park. But as you do, traffic grinds to a halt. Like, absolute fucking standstill.
Of
And as you
course.
look out, you hear chanting. And let me look at my notes real fast. As it seems there's some sort of protest
Beep,
going
beep.
around in, like, the busy downtown area. There's like people holding signs. They seem to be protesting the ever vigilant eye getting new stun batons. They don't like that.
Ah, well, I also don't like that. Hey, Jane, you want to hop out and join the protest?
Uh, I honestly would, but I feel like I don't want to abandon you. What if I need to knock somebody's head in? This Dave character.
All right, that's entirely fair.
I'm sure the protest will still be going on when we're done with whatever the fuck this is.
Can I like shove my hand out and like I assume usually like at protests like people have like flyers and stickers or pens and stuff. Can I be like, "Pen, please"?
Yeah, and they hook you up.
Should we get
Let's
some
see. I'm trying
swag?
to think of like a catchy slogan. Um,
They're bad
blind the
enough.
eye or down with the eye,
Poke that eye.
poke the eye.
Poke the eye. It's about the eye getting electric pokers, right? Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the poke the eye.
poke the eye. Yeah, you get a poke the eye pin.
Nice.
It's actually enchanted, so the big X over the eye actually flashes.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, but that
Done.
doesn't change the fact that you have somewhere to be and you're stuck in a shitload of traffic, and this ain't clearing up soon.
Can we park?
Easy enough.
I
Oh, I
don't want to
thought we
like
were still
just put the
moving,
car and
but
park and walk away because that would be a really dicky thing to do. But if we can like pull over and park,
Yeah,
all right.
easy enough. You make your way through the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, and so eventually you make your way to Central Park. And you find yourself in front of this electronics store that you and Dave met at. Could you tell me a little bit about it?
So it was right after I got diagnosed with mad scientist disease, which is totally DCIM dash VII accepted psychological um, problem. And
DSM?
yes, the DSM.
Okay.
I used the wrong letters entirely. I'm sorry about that, but yes, it's totally a
Cool. I was
recognized
just very
psychological issue.
confused.
It's the sequel.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Oh,
got
okay.
it's it's
There's
two
a
or three things.
dictionary for psychologists,
Yeah.
basically.
We
Explain
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I know
we
what
got
it is.
Oh no,
And-
I'm saying like for people watching.
Yeah, for people who
oh,
don't know,
oh
that's
got
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
oh
Um,
yeah.
ADHD is in there, and this is used to be considered an offshoot of ADHD, and now it's got its own separate thing because it's apparently got some other bits to it. But yeah, that's shortly after I got diagnosed. My shrink suggested that I go to this camp for kids who it was a science camp to like give me healthy outlets for my mad science urges opposed to unhealthy outlets for my mad science urge. And this was the place you had to go to sign up to go to the camp. And so I met him in line because he also went to the mad scientist camp.
Interesting. Yeah, what's the shop look like? Is it nice? Is it run down? Is it with a good array of stuff?
Have you ever been in a Radio Shack? I mean,
No.
I know that they're not.
The face that Gum just made. Oh my god.
I know that they're not as common as they used to be, but I actually worked in one once. Rowan worked in one once, so it's clean-ish. It's within the vicinity of clean, and
A clean-ish is probably the best way to describe it.
a
Yeah.
lot of halogen lights, lots of pegboards with like little tiny transistors on little cardboard things all over the place, and some island
Like a
things in the middle with.
combination of new and used stuff
Oh
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason.
Like you can find transistor tubes for like a 1940s television here, and you can also find the like newest LED rigmarole. And there's always like a table in the middle that's covered with new robots, like you press a button and it eats a coin or something like that. So,
It's
there,
very overwhelming.
yeah, it's tons of electronics. Thankfully, most of them aren't on right now.
All right. Do you just walk on in, or what's the deal?
I'm going to stand outside the door and contemplate if we can walk on in. Because tons of electronics, most of
Yeah,
them are not
3
on.
wild witches and a ton
Three
of
wild-
electronics.
3 wild witches walk into an electronics shop. This is like the sap of a joke.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
This is
we
like,
are a joke. That is
yeah.
true.
I'm gonna ask you guys if you can hold out. I'm gonna go in and do the thing. But first off, is there any interesting resonance in this place? What's the resonance of this
Interesting.
place of power?
This is purely a sape place of power. Which is to say, not a place of power at all.
Yeah,
So this place doesn't really resonate with you.
there's no real resonance. All right.
Yeah.
Quick question. So mine is, in what way is this item, individual, or place obscured or altered? So does that mean obscured or altered magically? Or like, if I saw like a box van, could I be like, oh, the CIA's in there?
Why would the CIA be in a box fan?
Because
Box van.
they're like doing
Oh.
surveillance.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
She thought you said box fan, like the kind you put in the window to
Yeah.
move air.
Oh
Yeah.
no, van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where...
So I think for that, my ruling is for magic, I'm going to give you extremely clear answers. For non-magical, I'm going to give you hints. Is that okay?
Sounds fair.
Yeah. So you sort of look in, like you sort of, and you have the feeling you can sort of like see the vague shapes of a few people in there.
Okay, guys. Using my eyeballs, I see that there's a vague sense of people in there. I'm imagining I'm just looking through a glass window.
Yeah.
Can I do like survey or something?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool. I'm just... What would be the thing for that?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Risky standard. Actually, yeah, risky standard.
Because anything we do here at this point is going to be a little bit risky.
Okay.
Maybe I should do an engagement roll. Nah. Go for it. Roll your survey. It'll
I'm
be
still
fine.
wearing
I
my
promise.
disguise, by the way, so everyone's clear.
There's
I
nothing
still
to worry
look like a
about.
plumber.
Okay.
Come! When you say there's nothing to worry about, I get very worried.
Roll
As
the
you
survey.
should. Sorry.
Whose side are you on?
Mine.
Drama
I
aside.
got a full-on 6.
Hey!
Nice.
So yeah, you sort of squint your eyes and peer in, and yeah, you see about 5 sort of shapes in there. They don't look friendly. In fact, it looks like they're armed.
Oh my goodness.
Armed?
Not with like lethal weapons, but they do have like stun batons.
Stun
Really?
batons. Is it
They
the
have
what's
stun
her
Is it
faces?
the ever vigilant eye by any chance?
I realized right after never mind. You don't know.
I rolled a 6, comp.
Critical success.
Well, I was going
Come
to say,
on.
let's see. Looking at them, they're wearing sort of dark clothing. They don't look like normal, ever vigilant eye or like community volunteers. These are not community volunteers. They look they look trained. They're
Okay,
definitely not random sakes.
cool. Does it look like what we've dealt with before with like the Red Watch?
They don't exactly strike you as Red Watch either. Red Watch have a very distinctive red uniform.
Ah,
That whole SS vibe about them.
yes. Mm.
Gross.
Ugh.
Um,
If you had to take a guess, like you'd probably guess they're like hired mercenaries or hired
lovely.
help.
On a fucking electronics store?
In a friggin' Radio Shack? Are you kidding? All
Is
right.
it as the front for something?
Yeah.
3
Well,
wild witches and 5 mercenaries walk into a Radio Shack.
God.
we were already kind of worried that this was like a trap, so I guess it was not that surprising.
I mean, we knew it was a trap. This is just
Yeah.
extra evidence that this is a trap.
Cool, 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 cool,
So,
cool.
is there a back door to this place?
Ooh, interesting. Do you walk around to the back?
Yeah, I'm not going in the front door. Still, by the way, wearing the plumber disguise. Glasses mean wearing in disguise.
Mhm.
So,
I
I'm
think
also
you
in the
go
plumber's
around to
disguise.
the back, but it is locked with an electronic lock because it's a Radio Shack. Of course, they have high tech locks. I don't know.
of course they would.
That seems on brand for Radio Shack.
That's fine. I have my lockpick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have that machine that can open the things?
Why, yes, I do. Shing.
Nice.
Nice. So I think you are going to roll 1 dice.
Yes. I don't remember what I is it craft because I crafted it?
I think it's 1 dice because it's a tier 1 artifact.
Okay. My cat kit artifact. Oh, you poop. It's a 2. And I
Oh
need better
shit.
dice. Yeah.
What's the consequence here? It's not going to be good.
Uh,
So, you place the cat kit on,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear it sort of start working, and then it stops working just suddenly out of the blue. And you hear footsteps coming towards the door, and I'm going to advance Dave's clock 1.
Grab my cat kit and nonchalantly get the heck out of the back of the store.
Okay. Jess
Can I
says you.
leave? Can I leave Dreg just like watching to see who checked the door?
Yeah. Actually, so Harry, through Drake's eyes, you see um, one of the mercs sort of peek his head out the door, and he's like, "Hey, boss, you said someone was here. I don't see anyone." And there's some talking from the earpiece, and he closes the door again.
Okay.
So his ears squawking at him.
Yes.
All right. There ain't nobody back here. Shuts the door. I'm like hiding behind the door, plastic against the wall. You see nothing. Um, did he lock the door again?
Yeah, it's locked again, alas.
You'd be a
Is there
pretty
any?
bad guard if you didn't.
No,
Alright.
he actually just left it propped with a shoe. It's fine.
Can I try again or not with the kit?
I think your kit's finished.
Yeah.
It's a once per day sort of thing.
Yeah.
Jane, I'm wondering, do you have any ideas?
Um, to get past an electronic lock without frying it.
Or just to
Oh,
get in the building in general, or how to approach this?
one thing, if there's like, you know how buildings have those like little windows at the top, or like little windows at the bottom.
That one does. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like any type of hole, I could probably go into like mouse form and go in there, and then maybe I could unlock the door from the
Yeah.
other side.
Okay, what sort of role do you think this is?
Um, well, shapeshifting, that's like I can just shapeshift to anything. So I'm going to
Yes.
shapeshift into a mouse. Um,
Do you have a prowl action role?
yeah, I was, it's definitely prowess. So yeah, prow sounds good.
Sneaky,
Um,
sneaky. This is risky standard.
okay, and the standard is opening the door,
Yeah,
or
standard is being able to slip past them and open the door.
okay. Mm, I'm gonna go ahead and how's pushing yourself work again?
You spend two willpower, you get one more dice.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
You can also increase your effect too if you wanted to also push yourself for that for great. But I'm not sure what great effect. Well, we'd figure it out.
No, I'm just gonna do the 2 dice.
Got it.
Willpower's getting kind of up there, so gotta cool it a little bit.
Go for it.
Okay, 2 dice. Put them in my low dice tower. I'll once again show the camera the dice tower. Ooh.
Hey, beautiful.
So blue. It's like kind of like see-through. You can't tell in the camera, but um, I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, 2 dice. Come on, dice. Oh, there's one. There's 2 fives. Nice. So 5.
Okay. Success with complications. What's the complication? So you do manage to open the door. Um, but so you sort of sneak past. You get to the door. They don't seem to notice you. How do you open the door as a mouse? Do you transform back to open the door or do something else?
I don't think that a mouse could pull a handle realistically. So, um, the question is, can I transform into another animal that could open the door?
Yes.
Um, then I would want to turn into. I feel like it'd be maybe good to be something nimble. I'm gonna turn into. I was not going to say raccoon, but I like that option because I was going to say monkey, and I don't like monkeys. They scare me. Uh, so I'll be a raccoon because they have like human hands.
Hell yeah. Po- to better commit crimes against God.
Exactly.
Um.
They
so
already
yeah,
have the
you
burglar mask built in.
exactly. So as a raccoon, you sort of spring up, you sort of scrabble onto the handle and chunk. It pulls down, the door swings open, and then you hear from inside, "Hey boss, there's someone here!" And there's like 3 dudes advancing towards the door. That's
Well,
that's my consequence.
Oh God.
Okay.
I put my hands up in raccoon form.
What sort of role do you think? This sounds like you're sort of trying to command them a little bit to. Well, are you trying to convince them to tell you where Dave is, or are you telling them to tell you where Dave is? True. Okay. So I think yes, this is sway. Right now it is desperate zero effect. Well, you can't do it's showing up with a tiny knife to three armed mercenaries demanding something. That's a bit of a tenuous position. So you could push yourself to make limited effect. And
Can
okay,
I can I
okay,
protect?
yeah, you can totally protect Helen from the fallout of whatever the fuck
Cool,
happened.
cool, cool. Cause like that, I'm not. I'm not seeing good things on the horizon here. But also, I don't think there's any way I can stop her.
So right now we're at desperate limited effect. 5. Okay, success with consequences. No, no, no. That the push yourself was to bring 0 up to limited. If you push yourself again, you can get an extra dice. Okay.
Wait, can I help? Oh, never mind.
It's a little late for that.
It's
I'm
late for
sorry,
that.
pal.
Yeah, I meant to ask and then I forgot because I got
You're
distracted with the
so valid.
protecting
Next
thing.
time. Um so I think the success in limited success is that the situation is so fucking absurd that they pause. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Um But I think the complication is that someone radios, "Hey, Dave, they're here!" And I'm
Can
gonna
I
tick up Dave's clock 3 ticks.
can I spring at them?
3, yes, there's one more tick till Dave's plan comes to fruition. Yes, you are welcome to spring at them. What do you want to get out of this?
I want. Well, can I stop them from radioing Dave
Oh, do you
with that
wanna?
spring?
I think that's
Uh,
already
to
happened,
resist.
unless Helen wants to resist the consequences of that. Yeah, that would bring it down to a. So, do you think maybe what sort of resist is that? And that'll bring it from 3 ticks to 1 tick. It's a resist. You're going to use insight, prowess, or resolve. You're good. Yeah, let's call it resolve. Why not? Doesn't. So, okay, you are going to take 1 point of stress. Um and I am going to it only is 1 tick, so now the clock is halfway full.
Willpower.
Oh, 1 point of willpower, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
so
that's
used to Blades in
Blades
the
in the
Dark.
Dark. Yeah.
Neither have
It's
I.
fucking awesome. We should play a one shot sometime, y'all.
Oh
I
yeah, that
love
would be
it.
lit.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll play one
Dude,
each
we
other
just gotta
Wanderhome.
try out different
Wait, no.
games. There's so many
We're in
good
the middle
games
of
out there.
playing! I was gonna spring at these guys.
Okay. Off topic aside.
I would like to find a way to restrain them.
Okay, there is 3 of them and 1 of you. So
But
just from
I can make my arms longer or make myself bigger.
true. Though I think we talked about, did we say the longer your arms are, the weaker they are?
No, we never said that.
Okay, fair enough. I might be confusing this with something else.
Like
Okay.
the only thing we had talked about was that I can't use my like shape-shifting abilities to do what Jane does, i.e.
Yeah,
changing
okay.
into a creature or looking like another person.
Yeah, or becoming like super small or super big, you know. But
No.
okay. Well, you
Um,
can't be like 1 inch tall, is what I'm saying.
oh yeah.
Yeah. But you can be
Definitely.
like, you can be small.
Yeah, like a foot
A foot.
to
But
like
okay.
9.
So I think this is going to be desperate limited effect because they are
Okay.
trained mercs.
Okay.
If you would you like to push for standard or maybe yeah.
Yeah.
And success looks like okay. So you're gonna push for so success looks like getting them all in the world's biggest bear hug.
Aw, how sweet. Yeah, let's
Go
do
for it.
that. And that would be 1 die with my spring. Unless anybody would like to help.
I can help.
Ooh, yeah. All right,
Okay.
that's your help. Mark off 1 willpower. I don't think you're using it as like a standard move, so I'll just allow it without essence.
Oh god. A 2 and a 5.
Okay. Success with consequences. So yeah, you
Which makes
managed to
sense.
so you see Helen sort of pushes them together and your arms grow longer and you pull them into yourself. I think the consequences here is they have stun batons. Zzz. They do not like being bear hugged. So I think that's desperate. So that's gonna be level 3 harm, tasered. Which it's not as permanent, but as long as you are holding them, you are basically out for the count
Uh-huh.
unless you would like to resist.
Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, I have Siphon Life.
Ooh.
So I have a question. Since there's 3 of them and I have 3 harm. Um so this Siphon Life is focus and then 0 to 2 essence to channel harm you suffer to the target while healing your harm.
I'd be down for you giving
So
like 1 to each.
can I give 1 to each?
Yes.
And would that still
Um,
cost 0 essence or would it cost 2 essence cuz I'm shifting level 3 harm off of myself?
it would still cost you're still shifting level 3 harm and healing,
Okay,
so I think it would cost the
cool.
2 essence.
That works for me.
Could you roll me focus, please? See how well goes?
How do you roll that?
You have a stat called focus.
You have a
And whenever you
stat
see the
called
word
focus?
yeah, that's your stat for your magic.
Oh, yeah! Wow, look at that. Amazing. We do have a stat called focus. I've
Please
just
roll it for me,
never
because
needed to
you're
do that
casting this.
before.
Well, you did need to do it. I just forgot.
Wait, what?
If you have a spell that says focus, you need to roll focus for it.
No, I don't, but I don't even see where
I
focus is.
can't see. Oh, 1? Fuck.
Oh no.
That
I do
was
think we
what?
get.
Was that risky or desperate?
Ah, shit. I should have told you.
You said
I'll put it at
desperate.
risky. I'll put it
Okay.
at risky because you're hugging them.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
so, and you did roll 1, so you get an XP.
Yeah.
So I think the failure here is that does not work. You still have level 3 harm, bud. You tried to. Why does your redirection not work?
I think it's because their hands aren't free.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah.
because their casting style being so related to being able to reach out and touch, that's what makes it so that this isn't working.
Yeah. So you expend the essence, and then you realize, oh shit, this ain't doing it.
Yeah.
And you're still sort of standing there, paralyzed by the jolts of the electricity.
Yeah.
Helen, Jane, you guys got anything you want to do?
Mhm.
God,
It's
that's a
great.
mood. Um,
So wait, for the level 3 harm, was it stunned or tased that we said it was?
taste.
Tased. Okay, thank you.
Same deal. Yeah, what sort of role do you think it would be for Turble to search? Yeah, I'm down for a survey. Yeah, so I think that's risky standard for Turble. 4, nice. So it does succeed. Okay, I think I know what happens. Turble goes into the electronics store, sort of skirting around the legs of the 2 remaining guards, who haven't come out yet, but they're still in there. Um, and they look at the wall and they see the hard drive. The problem is it's on a wall with a bunch of identical hard drives. There's like about 50 hard drives. They all look the fucking same.
If I'm if I'm tased, can I not send Dreg to help?
I think if you're tased, you're effectively stun locked.
Okay.
Until you figure out some way to. Yeah, Jane, do you want to do something?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure he knows which specific one it is, but yeah.
Um. So while that's happening, Jane is still a raccoon. So I think that I would like to do enigmatic form for one
Ooh,
essence.
hell
So
yeah.
I want to perform a supernatural feat of athletics right now. And I want to, with my cute little raccoon human hands, take the tasers from the mercenaries so they are stop tasing Harry.
Does that have any focus or concentrate or skill on it? Nope. Okay, it just
Nope.
happens. So yeah,
Yep.
you
For one
shoot
essay.
around with your little raccoon paws, and you grab one, you grab the other, and you yank them out of their hands with your enhanced shifter strength. Harry, you feel the electricity on you stop, thankfully, and you
Okay.
can actually clear that harm now. Um,
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty temporary.
okay. Cool. In that case, can I reach my long arm out? All right, no, I'm still holding them. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep grappling them
You're
actually.
just no longer
I'm
getting
just no longer
stunned.
stunned as a result
Yeah.
of it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yar? Well dressed as a plumber with a fucking katana? What the fuck? Jane, are you okay?
No, Helen, but Jane's also not okay.
No, we're actually switching their names for this, for anonymity. Uh-huh. That's what's happening here. Yep, this was
Uh-huh.
on purpose.
Okay, Jane, are you? Oh, sorry. Jane, are you following Turble in?
Oh, sorry. Uh, yeah, one question I did have though is do familiars speak? Or like, do I understand animals as a shapeshifter?
You know what? With the chicken earlier, I was fully prepared to have you be able to understand chickens. So I think the
Mhm.
answer is fuck. I mean, can you understand animals? You can definitely understand your familiar.
Okay.
Um, I think if you wanted to understand animals, I would probably write you a custom move for it, because that's cool as hell. If you want to take that as a shifter power.
Okay, I'll take you up on that
So,
offer because I would love to speak to animals.
hell yeah.
That'd be so cool.
So let me do that afterwards, but for now,
Mhm.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also part of the question. So I could,
Oh,
if
you
I
can.
talked,
Yeah, I think that you could talk to your guys' familiars.
okay. So I was about to be like, okay, Helen, I'll go follow Turbo, but if it, I don't know if I would understand what it wants. But if I can
Um,
understand it, then we're good.
Gavin says there's an animist power for it, which makes it a sad hard no, but
Mm.
honestly, fuck that. I might just allow you to take it.
Oh, okay.
You hear that, Gavin?
Sorry, Gavin. Rule of cool.
You hear that, Gavin? You're being outvoted.
Oh yeah, long
Yeah,
term
but that's
project would be
less
good.
fun than just saying no. Sorry, Gavin. You're great.
We appreciate playtesting the game.
We love and appreciate you. You're a great human.
We do appreciate you.
We just are also rebels.
Okay, back to the scene. Jane, what do you want to ask Turble?
So I follow Turbo's. Turbo's already found the USBs. So I follow them there, and I'm like, okay, Turbo, what do I need to grab with my hands?
What sort of voice do you think Turble has, Helen? Whatever you say, I have to try to do it. Oh, god fucking damn it. The one thing I
British
can't do.
accent, he's a fancy.
You know what? Helen, you're speaking for Turble now.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay. The moment Turbo says that, I got you, Turbo, she is whom, whom, with her little raccoon arms just knocking everything down.
I'm just
Fantastic.
imagining this scene. It's a fucking hedgehog talking to a raccoon. Nobody can hear it. It's just and then anybody watching is like, what the fuck is happening here? And then there's a raccoon just going bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Like, that's just normal New
So,
York, isn't it?
unfortunately, there are 2 people watching, and those are the 2 remaining mercenaries, so this is gonna take a roll.
There's
Okay.
5 of them?
Yes! I told you 5!
I
I thought you
do.
said 3!
No, there's
No!
3 that came to the door that I opened. But Comp did
That's
say
so many
5, I'm pretty sure.
mercenaries. God. Ugh.
Okay. So roll for drop
Risky
USBs on the
standard.
floor.
Yes.
Um
Man, I wish we had the rec skill. Oh, it would've been so good.
Oh god, that would be beautiful.
Can I
Maybe
can I say
brawl?
that this is a spring? Like the moment Turbo said, you know, like I'll pick him out if you drop him. That's when Jane jumped into action to start.
Hell yeah, spring it is.
Okay, that's gonna be 1 dice. We're gonna.
You wanna push yourself or entertain a fey bargain?
No, I don't want to do a fey bargain, but
Why don't you want
I
to do a fey bargain? They're
I think
fun.
I've scared you off of fey bargains forever with last session.
Okay,
mhm.
fucking Jack Spider Stripes was a lot. Okay?
He was
What?
thank you.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh man, what did you say the thing was?
Risky standard?
Risky standard.
Did you roll?
No, um, because I was thinking whether I wanted to do one of those things you said.
Do you want to push yourself or entertain a fey bargain?
Now I'm gonna roll my dice. Let's see what
Okay.
what the dice gods say. Okay, dice. Don't be bad.
Hey! Nice. And before
Dice.
anyone can even react, they're like leaping and tearing, and these flash drives all go clattering to the ground. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna be the new pizza rat.
pizza rat, pizza rat.
Pizza
Yeah.
rat, pizza.
So all these flash drives are all on the ground. How do you plan to get them outside?
Well, Turbo said he was gonna pick out. Or what is Turbo a boy or a girl or non-binary? It doesn't matter. Okay, Turbo said. Yeah. Okay, so Turbo said it would pick out the one.
Okay. So this is going to be a roll. And unfortunately, right now it is zero effect, and I will tell you why. It's because Dave doesn't have a scent.
Dave doesn't have a scent.
Well, doesn't need to take showers then, I guess.
Dave doesn't have a scent?
You know it's one of those.
Wait. Sorry, Comp. Sorry. Dave doesn't have a scent?
Dave doesn't have a scent.
All human beings have a scent.
Dave's a robot. Wait. The synchronization.
Oh, maybe robotic arm or something, because remember what picked up the chicken, it was like a metal claw? Okay, that's fine. Sorry. I'm sorry I questioned you, Comp. I just
How do you propose they figure out? How?
Which one looks like it has the most data in it? Which one looks the fanciest?
can I check for resonance? Can
So
I
which one what?
can I check for underworld resonance? Because there was
You are
underworld resonance
currently
on the
bear
last
hugging 3 mercenaries.
one.
Okay. So you think Dave would have, like, sort of hid it, like, in a little cardboard thing and taped it back shut? Yeah, okay. Now you know what to look for. I think that's, risky standard. What sort of role is this? Yeah, nice. Nice. Remind me what sort of animal Turbo is again, I'm sorry. Hedgehog. Yeah. So Turbo, you find, you're sort of pawing through them, looking through them, and you eventually do find it. But as soon as you get your little hedgehog hands on it, you feel a hand grab your back and just pick you up like, "Hey, what we got here?" You do have spines. You are.
Oh, if I'm not stunned anymore, can I get dragged to go and like attack this person?
Hell yeah. Do you want to do it as an assist, like with spend 1
Yeah,
willpower and help out? Sure.
yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, this sounds like a brawl. Desperate standard. +1 for Ace for Harry. Do you have 1 in brawl? Yeah, you get 2. Hey!
Yay!
Oh, it's so tiny we can't see it.
So
I
yeah,
high fived you.
you curl out, stick out your little hedgehog spines, and the guy's like, "Ow!" and drops you. And you're able to get back on your little feet and yeah. You make it back outside with does the sweet pea leave as well? Or actually no, it's just you, Jane. You're the raccoon.
Yes. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm
Hell
out of
yeah.
here, raccoon style.
What does raccoon style look like?
Sneaky. Or I go full Sly Cooper. and like there's like shelves and whatnot, so I like jump on there and I'm tiptoeing. It's like, oh, distractions are happening. Time to get the fuck out of here because
Hey.
I assume we have what we need. I trust that Turbo picked the right thing because obviously Jane's not going to know what to pick. So she trusts that they have the right one.
Yeah. So you have the flash drive. You see Harry outside, bear hugging three very disgruntled mercenaries.
I'll gruntle you.
um, and they're like, and hey, boss, the lady told you to go jump in the river and leave you alone.
Actually, they're still restrained.
Oh, true, but they have the earpiece. I think it's still. Nice.
Yeah, that one grunt is like, my ear.
Yeah, so when Jane and everybody is cleared out, that's when Harry will just like let go of them and zoom.
Nice. And y'all hop in the car and speed the fuck out of there. And that's. Oh, yeah, true. So you have the you got the little shuffle down the sidewalk. People give you. Well, actually, no. If you were just sprinting in New York, no one would look like a second time at you.
3 plumbers are running in New York. You don't want to go anywhere near them.
Yeah, it's like
Plumbing emergency.
yeah,
Yeah, those
a
old New
whole
England pipes. Eee.
a whole apartment complex just like flooding with toilet water or sewage.
Big yikes.
Big yikes. Okay, so that's the end of the score. Out of curiosity, what do you do with the hard drive? There was.
Money.
Ah, got it. I'd probably be better if she did it, because you don't want to draw too much attention. Yeah. Um, and she sort of raises an eyebrow and she's like, I'm not even gonna ask how you got this. She understands. Okay, and I think that wraps it up pretty neatly. Let's cut into downtime.
Coolio. Drawing down the moon.
Oh
Right?
yes, who wants to do that?
I did it last time,
Helen's turn.
which means it's Helen's turn.
Oh, I direct messaged you about that. Basically the gist of it is yes, if you want you can totally make charms. They're basically artifacts but with limited use and they only take one downtime ability to make instead of a whole long-term project. But again, limited use. If you want to lean Yeah, drawing down the moon, your ability lets you refill the charm a little bit with your shit. Um But if you don't wanna lean into charm making, we can talk and discuss maybe an alternate ability. Got it. Who is
Here.
Yeah. I think it's the lowest of insight, prowess, or resolve, which all twos. Works
Hmm.
out. Y'all really spread out your stats. I'm sort of surprised. Usually people like specialize in things. Oof.
Ooh.
I don't actually have the book pulled up. Fuck. Hot damn. I think it's one willpower and one essence, though again I would have to double check. Let's while I look for that. What do you guys want to do for downtime?
Um, um,
Well, I know I'll just start because I already know. I guess I'm gonna go and want to start a long-term project to speak to animals.
Nice. Okay. I think that is going to be an 8 o'clock. How do you start doing that?
Well, I think so. Like whatever like witch magic we have that we understand familiars, Jane is just gonna go around as like a street cat or whatever, and she's gonna try to tune in to that feeling that she uses when she's talking to familiars, and she's gonna try to apply that to fellow street cats until she starts understanding what they say, no matter how long it takes.
Okay. What sort of role do you think this is?
I guess. Well, since it's my favorite of talking, I would say it's some type of resolve. Maybe, yeah. Um,
Maybe
or-
focus for studying spellcraft?
okay. Let's see. Which dice do I want to try now? It's going to give me a critical 6. This one's looking pretty juicy. Oh, okay. Do you see that?
What?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, so you are going to get +1 to that clock. So let me just mark so +1 animals
hmm
and a complication. I just thought of something very silly, but I'm not going to do that. Well, it's not the g I was gonna have Adam come out and just announce to the air, "Oh, I just got back from doing X evil thing." No.
But Adam.
Um, but I
I
think the well, sorry, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say it's not very like harmful to me, but one consequence that's harmful to Jane's pride is a cat. Like usually she gets along fine with animals. If anything, like better than most people. But now there's a cat that hates her out there.
Oof.
She now has
Yeah.
a enemy cat that's like, oh man, I would love to shit in her cereal is what that cat says with its face whenever it sees her.
Maybe you even get in a cat fight with the cat, and maybe you'll take level 1 harm a little bit scratched up.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Well, what's the name you give to shit in the cereal cat?
Obviously, it has to be Patches because it's a patchy mongrel cat that is obviously been in some fights in its day.
Yeah, I think Patch is a sort of the old veteran of the neighborhood. you know.
I love that
Yeah, it
kitty
hates
nemesis.
my use and my new types of ways of trying to talk to it, even though I'm not a cat.
Yeah, Patches senses something up with you, and Patches has got it out. Okay. Who's next? I looked up drawing down the moon. You get 2 essence, and 1 willpower plus the 1 willpower you get for getting lots of sleep.
Excellent. So 2
Okay.
essence and 2 willpower total?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
I would like to get back willpower. Please and thank you.
Yeah. What will you roll for that again?
Don't remember.
I think you just.
Yeah, I think it just uses an action to. Wait, no. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know. I
No,
don't know
there's
for sure.
definitely something that you roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
lower of resolve or insight.
Lower of resolve or insight. Okay, so I roll 2. Oh wait, actually it okay, so this is why it mattered. Was because that thing that I was just DMing you about. It's because I literally have all the ticks because I was planning on adding a tick in either target or in study, and that would bring me up to 3 ticks in all 3.
Nice.
Ah.
That's why it mattered. And then I just fully forgot about it for the entire last week. And so yeah, I think so it's gonna be 3. I think I'm gonna put one in target. Yeah.
Gotta throw those rocks.
Yeah. Plus I feel like that'll be helpful with some of the things that I'm planning on doing with drag. But yeah, so that'll be 3 dice I'm rolling.
So how do you restore your willpower? How do you relax, unwind, take a break?
I think. What do you think? I'm gonna go to Rara Avis and I'm gonna go
Hell
hang out
yeah.
with Rose. Obviously.
Second verse same
And
as the
then-
first, is that?
Huh?
Second verse same as the first. It's in
a little bit louder and oh shit, it's not a lot worse, but
yeah.
and Rose is like, "Oh, hello, Harry. I've been seeing you around a lot lately."
I got a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Hey, nice. So you get to
Yahtzee.
restore a lot of willpower. Let's see.
Like 5?
Three.
3. Okay. Well,
3 willpower.
close to 5.
She says, "I've been seeing you around a lot lately, though I'm not complaining. I enjoy your company."
I
She
enjoy your
enjoys
company
your
too.
company.
We just finished kind of a serious sort of mission, and it's always nice to come and hang out in Rara Avis and remember the things that we're fighting for, you know?
I respect that. I must admit it is nice to unwind as well. Would you like to go to the beach with me?
Of course.
Finally, everything's coming into fruition.
And Harry and Rose have their own little beach episode. Out of curiosity, what does Harry's swimsuit look like? What would they wear to go swimming?
The thing that popped into my head was one of those old-timey ones that's like, it's like a unitard.
Hell yeah!
They go down to your knees, they're very baggy.
No. Like the ones that are like
Like
the
the
ones that
striped
like
ones?
a strong man in a circus wears.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like one of those.
Nice. I think Rose's swimsuit is a lifeguard swimsuit because she does lifeguard on her off time.
That's the one she wears when she's just hanging out on the beach?
She doesn't have another one. It would be a waste of money to get one.
Oh, so I was thinking it was gonna be like one of those like sports bra and then like gym shorts kind of
Actually,
deals.
she probably would have that lying around. So yeah, maybe she'll wear that. Though she brings the lifeguard whistle just in case she needs to blow it at kids misbehaving.
She said she's the kind who's
I
like
love her
always
so
prepared.
much. Oh my god.
I have a signal whistle just in case. And this life preserver.
Yeah, I was about to say she has
Harry
like that
brings
little ring in her car.
Harry brings some of the cookies that they
Nice.
baked. And
And
these
Rose really
ones,
likes those.
well, these ones are oatmeal raisin chocolate chip.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
Um,
sounds
a
like.
crazy.
Let me roll 2 dice because that sounds like a good combination for if she likes these. That's pretty standard.
I
these
have a
also
weakness
might
for
be
oatmeal
based on the
raisin
ones
chocolate
that
chip.
my girlfriend baked for me, so
Yeah, she likes them pretty well. She takes a few home for combi.
Wait, did we ever sort out the cookbook thing
The cookbook thing.
Oh yeah, I totally
at the
checked out at the
beginning with the
library.
library?
Don't worry.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
ever check out the cookbook?
I'm
Helen,
going
did
to
you
go
check
back
out
to
a
the
cookbook
library
for
later,
me?
so don't worry about it.
Cool. So yeah, I think the cookbook is where Harry got the idea for that one, and Harry cares so much about Rose that they're willing to just like follow the rules for something just to make sure that she'll like it.
All right, who's next?
I'll go. For my 2 downtime actions, I'm 90% sure what I want to do. One of them I want to up my XP. Oh, and we didn't do XP as our breakdown yet. Do we do that after
No, that's
this?
at the end, isn't it?
After.
It's at the very end. Okay. Wanted to make sure that I had that correct. I want to work on my insight. So,
Okay.
thinking target, but I don't know that one well enough to understand how I would work on that. So, can you explain target to me?
Yeah, target is like aiming, tracking, yeah, like picking maybe if you wanted to stretch it, even picking someone out from a crowd.
Okay.
But maybe study or survey would be better for that.
All right. Oh, here we go. Survey. I'm going to go join the anti eyeball protest.
Poke the eye.
Poke the eye. And I'm going to work on my survey by checking out the crowd and seeing if there are any infiltrators in the crowd.
Got
Because
it.
when you have a protest, there's a possibility of someone from the other side joining your protest and then trying to start stuff and then blame it on you later. It's a tactic. It's
Yeah.
rude.
I think actually you noticed one of Dick's friends there. You've seen him like talking with Dick, like sharing their smarmy little schemes.
One of Dick's
Dick.
smarmy little friends, huh? Well, I'm going to have to make his day a little bit complicated. Can I, like, tie his shoelaces together
Yes,
when he's not
you
looking?
do.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
And then he, like,
And
trips
then
and everybody
he
points and
tries to
laughs.
move and then
Yeah.
Oh no, how terrible for him. He'll never survive.
And I do a
Good.
blah over in the corner because that's what I do. You have fallen for my
Nice.
trap. I need to go back on my meds. So that's
Nice.
1
So you
XP,
get
right?
1 XP.
Ta-da! All right.
Let's
So
see. So
I
each of
got
you've done one.
yeah. Or okay, my for my second thing, I am going to. Damn it! I had just been thinking about it this whole time. Um. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna train insight, and is that where I tell you how I'm training it?
Yes.
Okay. So for insight, I'm going to put one in survey. So for survey, maybe
Well, you
Jane
just put
would.
into insight. You don't like put into the specific.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah. But you
Yeah.
do tell us
Oh,
just how
yeah.
insight in general.
Yeah. I was saying I'd put in survey because I needed one more thing to get a tick. So
Oh, I see.
yeah. But basically, I think when Jane goes back to the library with Helen, she's just going to get another book that is like how to tell the difference between different shades of colors. Is what
Like
she's
something
going to
on
read
color
about.
theory or something.
Yeah.
How to.
Nice. A little bit of an artistic streak.
Okay.
Who's next?
Ace, have you gone yet?
I went
Ace has
once.
gone once.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna build my I'm gonna work on my long-term project to build my friend group.
Oh yeah, that's almost full.
Yes. Um, and so kind of like I think it's kind of gonna be part of the beach day sort of thing. Where like Harry's gonna bring a picnic. And like really go in instead of just doing cookies, like a full on picnic
Like egg
with all
salad
sorts of like
sandwiches and
fruits and vegetables and like
potato salad.
something that doesn't have mayonnaise in it probably. um
Regular salad.
Oh, like
like
with lettuce?
regular salad.
Sorry. I'm apparently channeling Helen. Like with lettuce?
And like some sandwiches.
Nice. So what sort of role do you think this is?
Uh uh craft? Question mark?
Because you are
Well,
cooking.
the thing
the
is,
whole thing.
what's the end goal here?
Uh
If the end goal is to improve your relationship, it's probably consort or sway.
uh I have a tick in sway.
Want to go for it?
Sure. Sure. Six.
Oh, damn. So yeah, that fills all the way up. Tell me what your support network looks like.
So it's gonna be so Rose, and then uh Combi maybe also, but like less support there and more just like, hey, another friend that I can share things with. Because that's important for mental health too, is people that you don't rely on for anything. Um, then Redacted um would be part of that too. Um, and maybe a couple of people from around the game shop, the game the Goblin's Den, who will who have shared interests, or like who like some of the things that Harry has made and just like been handing out randomly. Stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So here's what I'm thinking. When you go to reduce willpower, if you do it with any of them, you get +1 dice. Um, and then if you go to gather information and you're consorting with them, you get +1 dice.
Okay, cool. So that'll bring me up to 1 whole dice in consorting with my friends.
Hell yeah!
How do I put that on my sheet?
Make a note of it right on your hand. I don't know. Figure it out.
Oh, thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
very helpful.
I'll mark it down too. I'll try to remember.
Cool.
Underneath the character sheet, I've added some like lines personally, and that's where I write the artifacts, the artifice designs I'm working on.
Oh,
So
oh
could
no!
also-
probably something like
I
that.
added a whole new sheet accidentally. Oh,
Oof.
things
Oh.
will.
You could also right click on a
Plenty of room.
square and add a note that'll like pop up when you hover over a square. So I might put like one on consort or something or
Would it maybe go under general powers?
that's for magic, but you could do it if you
Okay.
wanted. I won't stop you.
Well, cause like I don't know how it works with the
Well, let's figure it out after.
Cool,
I'll
yeah.
talk with you on that.
Cool. Yeah, that works for me.
Who's
Because I need
next?
to write it down or else I'll forget. But also, it doesn't
Well,
need to
Here,
be
let me
done
write
right.
on my hand so I remember. There we go. I think Jane, you
Okay.
have one more? Or was it
I have
Helen?
one more. Yeah.
Helen, you have one more.
I have one more. I'm also working on my long-term project. I have no idea how many ticks I have left, but I'm taking pieces of this drone that we got, and I'm seeing if I can utilize anything in this to make my X-ray machine more functional.
Got it.
We were in a Radio Shack, and it brought back all the memories of playing with electronics and stuff, and I'm more into biochem, but this is like getting me back into that mindset. So
Yeah. I think this is like a craft roll. What do you think?
I would assume craft, yeah.
I have a question.
And nope.
Let's finish this up and then I'll answer.
That's fair.
4.
Nice. So you get +2 to that. So I think you are at 6 out of 8.
Horrifying.
Nice. It's really coming along. You think like soon it's gonna be ready.
Soon.
What did you want to ask, Harry?
So we had sort of talked a little bit before about making friends with Richard instead of like actively trying to fight against him.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering if I could spend a fey fruit about it.
Yeah. So what do you want to do to like? Do you want to start a long-term project to make friends with Richard?
What
Or are
would
you
that
trying
look
to?
like?
I'm not sure. I imagine. I guess you would tell me how you're trying to make friends with this man.
Well, cause like he's hung out at the game shop before, and so I was gonna like try and like get him more involved there so that he kind of like falls more in love with the place.
Yeah.
So then he's not trying to kill it instead.
So
One of
I
those, like-
think
Yeah.
I would think I would start an 8 clock, and once that's full, his clock to get rid of the game store goes away.
But there's an 8 clock to get rid of the game store, and it's already
Well,
like
there's
a couple ticks in.
true. I was considering between a 6 clock and an 8 clock, and yeah, that's true.
Plus, like we have like one of our missions, we did end up like that's why he started hanging out at the GameStop and at the game shop and like I've interacted with him before in like a positive light.
Let's talk about this off camera. I think
Cool, that's fair.
there's more here than that's a quick discussion.
Cool.
There's
So
stuff to unpack.
I'll just spend the fey fruit and then we'll talk about it later.
Sounds good. Or yeah. Sweet. Y'all ready to move into XP triggers? Oh, sorry.
I also want to spend a fey fruit for one more action. And I'm going to go ahead and do the heal the willpower. So I can be more fresh for next time. So roll the lowest out of insight and resolve.
Yep.
Okay.
What
So
is relaxing for Jane look like? Not even relaxing, just recharging.
yeah, for recharging, well, I guess Jane is finally gonna have lunch with Betty. They're finally gonna get to eat
Oh, the gay
something.
ships are sailing.
Yeah. Um, and Jane is just like all scratched up from her fight as a cat, but she's like, you know what? I just want to chill. I just want to have fun. And like not think about the game store. She's just hanging out with Betty. She's having a good time. Um, and I guess let's see how successful that is.
Jane just wants to have fun.
Oh,
Oh,
Jane
Jane just wants to
just
have
wanna have.
fun.
Da, 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 da.
Okay. She has an amazing lunch. There was no problems with like the order didn't get wrong. She didn't say stupid shit in front of Betty. So it just went good. What
On a
Oh
a
scale
man,
of
we're
1
doing
6.
to
so good
6,
today.
where would you say it landed
Yeah,
on
on
that?
on a scale of 6. Say this one's giving
Nice.
me
God, that's the second 6 that we've rolled on getting with our booze.
So yeah,
yeah.
you get 3 willpower back.
This
Oh,
is so
good.
good.
Back to no willpowers.
Alrighty, let's do XP, y'all.
Cool.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
I've been trying to pay more attention to it, so let's see how it goes. I calculated the position of the latitude longitude using the sun and a yo-yo.
That was incredible, by the way.
That was.
I also attempted to address a tough challenge with an artifact I created, whether or not that succeeded. I was using the aspect of my impulsiveness when I busted open a door and used a pirate accent to try to intimidate 3 mercenaries.
That was.
That's ridiculous.
Uh,
I was terrified there was going to be a third stage to this where we'd have to fight Dave and that we wouldn't have anything left and we were just going to be like, oh
oh
god.
lord, yeah, that would have been bad.
I should have. That would have been fun.
I am debating if I struggled with issues from my casting style because I was very specifically not trying to use magic in a place where I thought Dave could see.
What's your casting style?
Ceremonial. So, like, I have an asime in my sleeve, there's a wand, I have a wand holster on my thigh, like, hidden from by my coat and stuff. So, I have to
think
use
that counts
tools.
because you just can't cast magic silently, and that was stopping you. You have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, I
can't,
think that
it's,
totally counts.
all right. So that gets me to 1, 2, 4. Am I accurate?
I think so.
All right. And then I could potentially get, if it was something with heritage aspect. Aspect is the magician, which is about transformation. I don't think she got that though she was dealing with her past, but I don't think she got anything involving her. Well, is your past your heritage, especially if it's your ex?
Your past is like whether you're Median or a Squatch or a
Your heritage.
Mandrake.
Yeah.
Your heritage.
Okay.
Well, isn't it heritage, disposition, aspect, or beliefs? Does it have to do with your beliefs?
Oh. Well, I think I stated my beliefs on how I feel about my ex pretty loud and clear a couple
Yeah,
of times.
multiple
Yeah,
times into the
only
void.
like 4 times.
I screamed it into the void in anger and frustration. So 5, then, if we are good with that. Y'all good with that?
I'm good.
Sweet.
Works for me.
Okay, I definitely both use Sweet Pea and my shapeshifting.
Yeah,
So
you did more shifting than all of our other episodes combined.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
great.
yeah, well, I thought it would be helpful, and I
It
guess
was
It
helpful.
was.
yeah, it worked out. So we got those two for that one. Disposition is adaptable, which I would argue I had that covered. And I was looking at the what do you call it? The aspect, and I have Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like I don't know if this is like counts, but I feel like I got lucky with some of the roles that I got. So
So many
I
sixes.
kind of
Well,
want
do
to.
you feel
Yeah.
like you were lucky, or do you feel like Jane was lucky? Which I'm not trying to gatekeep your XP. This is totally up to you, but
I feel like, well, because like by my roles, I am Jane, but so I feel like when I just knocked all the things down, the USBs,
Flying everywhere.
that yeah, I feel like wow, this all really worked out pretty good. That was lucky.
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, and like getting those tasers out of the hands of the guards. But
That was very helpful.
Yes. That was amazing.
I'm glad it worked out.
We all are,
But
honestly.
yeah, I feel like that falls under. I know that falls under something, but I feel like it falls under Wheel of Fortune. So I'm gonna go, and I didn't have any issues with um
Casting
any of that other
style or
stuff. Yeah,
trauma or
yeah,
the other thing. Harm. Consequences of harm.
yeah. I think I mentioned it that like 2 episodes ago. But her casting style is like physical. It's like moving, like if she's shape shifting, like if she wants to hide her horn, she would like just like move her
Physically push
hand
them
into her
down.
hand.
Yeah.
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 So she wasn't like restrained or anything. So no problems with that. So 4.
Cool. So I got
That's a me level evil laugh. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
it's my witch laugh. Yeah, okay. So underworld knowledge, I feel like we actually did use that.
Chicken bone, chicken bone.
Chicken
Chicken
bone.
bone, chicken bone. And then also wisdom. Cause like a rich with the cameras.
Having the wisdom to not walk in front of an obvious trap.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine. So that's 2. Expressed your heritage, disposition, aspects, or beliefs. My aspect is justice. And I don't know actually. I had an idea for that, and now I'm up. Meh.
Say it. Why not?
Say it.
Well, like the mandrake thing with like the shape shifting that we built into that with like it being different shapes of mushrooms or whatever. I don't know. Words are hard. I had ideas and now my brain is dying.
It really be like that.
No.
Yeah. Nurturing. I'm sure I had things
You
that I
jumped
did.
in front of. You took, damage from me. Yes, you're very nurturing to us and very protective of us. Of which
Yeah,
we're
Cool.
grateful.
So that's
like
like 4.
even though it didn't get used, you use like the protect action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, several times. Yes. And then I did struggle with issues from my casting style
And you
and
struggle with
consequences
issues
of
harm.
So that's 6
Yeah, buddy.
for why, but okay. I'm good with that.
So my grimoire has gone up. Does that mean I get a grimoire power or a general power?
You get one of either.
Ooh.
So you get a grimoire power or a general power.
I will have to debate which power I'm going to get, and I will let you know by next game.
Nice.
It fills out my prowess, so I'm gonna get Brawl.
Hell yeah. Punch a
Now I have
sucker.
all 4.
Jack of all trades.
Should we all do an
Alrighty.
evil laugh just for shiggles?
Yeah.
I can't evil laugh.
You
Yeah,
have to
I
just
can't
get the
do,
crazy
like,
in
the
your
real
eye and just let it
cackle.
out.
You just gotta.
Hey, that was closer.
Moo ha 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 ha.
You gotta brouhaha ha 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 ha.
Oh gosh.
I don't
This
really
seems
laugh
like
out loud, so doing a cackle is just a little bit beyond my scope.
I used to be able to do the Wicked Witch of the West, but
Yeah, I think we're getting a little loopy.
Yeah, this seems like a good place to end off. Thank you everyone for coming.
Yeah, thanks.
thank you all for enjoying our stream. We'll see you next week. Same bat
See you
time,
next
same
week.
bat channel.
Same
Okay,
bat.
adios. Bye.
Adios.
Bye bye.